There are so many little details tucked into this journal, and over the next several weeks, I'll be sharing every one of them with you. Together, we'll build the Regency Collection Journal, one page, one project, and one idea at a time. I'll share my creative process, the techniques I use, and the little design decisions that help bring each page to life. Some projects are simple, while others are a little more involved, but each one plays a part in creating the finished journal. Whether you're creating along with me or simply looking for inspiration for your own journals, I hope you'll enjoy the journey. So let's turn the page and see what we're creating today. Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lou and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. The papers that I am going to use today are these. So that is the pink on one side and a little more coffee dyed. I have this one, which is an old envelope and images from an old catalog, like an old antique catalog. Same with these. This is how people used to buy their clothes. They would see them in images like this and then they would purchase them to have them made. And then these are what I want to turn into pockets. So these are made out of reticules, and so I'm going to turn them into pockets for my journal. So let's see what I can do. So I want to just add some of these things onto the pages. That's all I want to do, just to get some decorations in the journal. So what I'm going to do is these two I am going to cut in half, and this one I am going to cut in half. The only thing I want to add to this is a little bit of mixed media, just to make it look a little bit less printed and a little bit more actual old. So what I am using is Infusions Just Walnut by Paper Artsy, and I have just added it to some water, and that has given me like a beautiful walnut spray that I can just use and spray it on to my paper. If you notice, the ink from printing it isn't bleeding because I am using 32 pound photo paper, and as soon as I put other mixed media on it, it just becomes permanent, and it is not like the ink is permanent, everything is permanent, even though I am using an inkjet printer, which is why I absolutely love using photo paper. So now I just have to find some places where I can stick these down to. So I'm going to put this one right here, and I do want to ink around it first, and I'm using my walnut stain distress ink, not distress oxide. I use the distress ink, and I also want to round the corners, so I'll just quickly do that. So the next thing I want to do, and I'm going to put this aside, is I want to make some pockets. Okay, so I'm going to keep them side by side, and then I have my pockets, or the reticules that I have altered to turn into pockets. So I am just going to cut this out, just like that. Okay, ink around them. So these I want to put just like that. This one, I want to create a larger one of this, a little bit bigger, so that, or the same size. So I can kind of stagger it. If I do a few of those, that would work. So I'll just need a pencil. So some will be super easy, some a little bit more complicated. I'm just tracing it so that I have the same size. And this is the original. This is the original paper that I had dyed. And I thought that would be lovely to use as the other pockets. There we go. Cut those out. Okay. So there we go. I'm going to grab my journal again, and I'm going to assemble. I'm going to start in the masculine side again. Whoops. And let's see, let's use this blue page, because then I can put these pockets right here. Even that. But I want this right here. I think that looks lovely against the blue. All I need to do is add a little glue. line it up with the edge on this side. So it's the same idea as the other ones, just that this is an unfinished page. That looks beautiful. I love how that looks against this and against that blue. This pocket is going to go right about here. And I may put a second one. This doesn't belong with it. I just got stuck there. I think I want to put it like that. So I have a double pocket right there. I think that would be really cute. So let's ink around this one. You do need to ink it so that it gives it a little bit more life. There we go. I'm going to put glue on here right away as well, so that I have both of them glued up, and then I don't have to worry about that again. Okay, so this one is going to go in first, and I'll stick it right here, and this one is kind of going over top of that. Moved. It moved. Okay. Which now I have glue all over my page, which is not what I want. And then as soon as I start rubbing, I'm making a nice big stain. So, oh well. It is what it is. I can't change that. Okay, so this is now a pocket. It'll just need to dry and settle for a bit so that it doesn't move anymore. There we go. I have a little bit more of this paper. So what I want to do, I probably want to do a couple more of these so that I have them. I just want to draw around them. Oops. Space here. Yeah, probably just. Trying to get as much use out of this paper as I possibly can. Here we go. So I'll use those later for something else. So then on the other side of the page, where did it go? So on the other side, I want to use a little bit of fabric. So what I want to do is kind of use this as a pattern. And then we'll cut that into the same shape pockets. Okay, so then I can glue this down and I can put this pocket at the same height as this one, and this one can go right here on the side. So then I have like a mixture of some different things. I am going to ink around the top one. glue it down. Maybe. Stick it in here, and let's see if we can line it up just so. I think that is close enough. There we go. And then this one is going to line up kind of with that one, just like that. And I'm just going to stick it down, or I'm putting glue on there. I could have used the 3-in-1 glue, but my bottle is pretty much empty, so I'm just trying it with the Fast Grab tacky glue, because it does also glue paper to fabric. Okay. So right about there. And then I want to cover this up a little bit so that it's not so blatantly icky. So I may just grab a piece of ribbon, if I can find it. I have a little bit of velvet. Let's create quick 2 loops. Let's just make 2 loops and then tie them around each other. Oops. Whoopsies. Stick that right there. It's not beautiful, but it looks better than that great big blob of glue. So right here I can come up with some other designs that I can put on there. I just don't know what I want to do just yet. So right now that's the masculine side done, and then I just have to add the pockets to the feminine side. Back side, so I'll go on the back side, and let's use the blue. I don't know if I want to use the blue. Maybe I do. I don't know. I'll probably go right here. And then what I want to do is make one big pocket right here, and yeah, one big pocket right here. So I'm just going to put a thumb hole in there to show that this is a pocket. So let's see if I can find the center. there. Right there. Grab my inker and just ink around this, just like that. And then I can put glue all the way around the 3 edges and turn this into a beautiful big pocket. And we can decorate that up later on a different day. Or off camera, or whatever I decide that I'm going to do. Stick this in here. Just like that. Line it up with the edge. Stick it down. And we have a beautiful big pocket in the journal. Here we go. And then I want to put the little pockets right here. Maybe I want to put one right here. Let's put one right here, one right here. And I can cut a couple of these so that I'm bringing this element back from the back as well. One. Two. So I can put this like that. Actually, I'm going to do it like this so that it's just a decoration on there. I think that would look better. I'm still going to leave it as somewhat of a pocket. But it's just going to be for little things. This one is going to go right here. So then there's 2 pockets there and 2 pockets on this side. Let's see, glue. No, ink first. Ink first. And I'm not using fabric on this side because these are already much busier than what the other one was, so I don't want to go overboard. Okay, glue. To go just kind of right at the top of that thumb hole there. There we go. So stick this one down as well. And stick it right here. This can go right there. And made a bit of a glue mess, it's okay. And then right here, this I'm sticking a little bit better so that they can't move. And then this can be just kind of a straight pocket. Oh, I like that. I do. I think it is lovely. I'm just going to go and kind of spread this out so that the glue is really stuck. There we go. I have some beautiful pockets and some added beautiful pages. So little by little, this journal is starting to come together. I think there's beautiful, nice big pocket. And what else did we do today? Those are needing to be sewn. We did that one. We did these. That. So we got a few pages done. And that means that this journal is starting to fill up nicely. Let me show you what size it is at this point. But the flowers have taken up a little bit of the space, which is fine. She's starting to look beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like and hype and all those buttons that are down there. Just hit them all. Just don't hit the dislike button because that doesn't help my channel. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.